I've just decided, as if it were my decision, everything in the show is going to be a lucky surprise. Everything is sale price. Everything is on easy pay, but the bad news is it all goes away at the end of the day. This brocade vest is coming up in 5 minutes. And I asked that they pull it for me because I wanted to try it on because I hadn't tried it on yet. In love. Sale pricing on this statement piece. The price is going to blow your mind. Okay. Let us talk, though, because now that we are fully in the thick of it, at least up here in the Northeast, I know that it's not everywhere, but everybody needs a good coat. In fact, one of my good girlfriends, Wendy, is coming up to visit from Florida, and she's like, Jen, I got rid of all my coats because I didn't think I was coming back. Well, you're coming back, so you need a great coat. So let's do a coat at sale pricing in the middle of winter. What? How about this Faux Shearling, faux suede, double-breasted statement coat, tortoiseshell detailing, $79.87. If you are ready for the quote-unquote investment in a winter coat, I just made your day. Because this used to be $129, and if I were presenting it at $129, I would say, man, that's a killer price given the luxury that you're getting. I don't have to say that, though. It's on an easy pay of less than $20. A281629. Price and reduction of $50 goes away at the end of the day. Here we go, colors. There are two. First is the almond, which, if you really love this, oh my gosh, your hand is going to tell you it's true suede. And if you love the richness of this, I feel like you'll prefer the almond because you can really get the sense and feel of that nap and the texture there. Do you see me running my finger back and forth? So there's the almond. They are size double extra small through 3X. And then, in the world of winter wear and outerwear, does it get any more essential than a great black coat? And in this case, one that rides that tricky balance between casual and dressed up. Because if you go anywhere, out to eat, out to dinner, you're not going to wear the puffer parka, right? At least I don't think so. You need something a little bit more elevated, and oh, P.S., you need something that's going to keep you warm. So let's go through details on this. And we start, of course, with the interior, and I'm going to go and unbutton this one. This Faux Shearling, you guys, feels so good. You want to convert this into a blanket. Look at how dense that is, how thick that is, and can you get the sense at least of how soft this is? You want to turn this inside out and curl up on it and take a nap. And then you get that great seaming details that you would in a true shearling coat on this as well. Then it has a density to it, but not so much so that it's going to add a whole bunch of bulk to you. You'll see it on the ladies to get a better sense of that. Double-breasted, so we get the buttons down both sides. And then I have to give a shout out to those buttons, because you see the C Wonder print on there. You're not going to find these anywhere else. And that tortoiseshell-like material and the gold enameling there on top really makes it pop. And then, as I said before, the exterior of this faux suede, lined pockets on this one that are deep. Here's how far my fingers go into the pockets. And let's show you the reverse on this too. Princess seaming on the front. This is a deal breaker for me if it's not there in a coat, and that is going to be princess seaming on the back, carving out that waistline, whether it's there or not, whether it's buttoned or unbuttoned. So there it is in the almond. We'll see it on Rebecca in the black too, and I'll give you length measurements on this one because I know that's critical as well. So if you get a little too short, that's uncomfortable. How do I drive the car in it? If it's too long, don't necessarily need that all the time. If I'm wearing a dress, then I put a long coat over it. Looks like I'm not wearing anything underneath, and that's no good. Missy sizes 35.5 to 37 5/8 of an inch. Plus sizes 38 inches to 39 3/4. It is 100 polyester, so guess what? You can wash your winter coat. So even if you spill something on it, take it out to dinner, no problem. You only pay for it once, and that's important. Do you mind turning around too so we can see the reverse? Because this is what I love, and thank you for this. Do you see how the seaming, and of course the cut of the garment itself, is going to give that waistline? You can actually see the figure underneath. This is meant to be as refined a coat as you need it to be. So if you're wearing this out and about, that's a tricky one for me. I get all dressed up, we're going out, and I'm looking at my coats, and everything's just so casual. So you kind of hope they have coat checks so that as soon as you get there, you can just hand it off and then run in. I hope you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to worry about that with this one because it's stunning. And it's warm, go figure. So that's where I come back to that pricing there. $79 and change. I don't know about you, but there have been a couple of seasons where I just go, you know what, I'm not getting a coat this year, and I'll just make do with what I've got because they're so expensive. And how often am I really going to wear it? If I'm really kind of like careful, I can kind of make it through this season without having to buy another one. You don't have to make that decision anymore, because it is at an easy pay that is lower than the price of a lot of t-shirts out there. And as our caller Christy said earlier, and I think it's going to be a surprise for you too, the quality. Because I don't know about you, but when I see a price like that, I often go, what's the compromise? Like, what am I missing out on? We work directly with the designers at C Wonder so that there's no middle person to have to negotiate with. That's why you get a great price tag. That's why we get a great easy pay, but there's always a but. It all goes away at the end of the day. Price will go back up, closer to that $129 that we had at originally. And of course, we lose the easy pay of $19 and change. Of the two, the almond is the more popular color choice. Both surprises me, but also delights me a little bit because it means you're trying something different, I think. But if it's been a couple years, you need a great new coat, and boy, oh boy, I tell you what, you get something like this home in this black, this must-have black, and that's when you go, you know what, we're going out tonight. You know what, we're going to opera. We're going to a show. Because it just has this elevation to it, but then of course you're rocking your jeans underneath it as well. So get a true workhorse of a coat at a price that portrays what it really should be, especially now that it's $19.97 a month. 828-1629 is going to be the item number on that. Stay on the phone lines, get there, go to QVC.com to lock in your size, your color choice, and most importantly, that easy pay, because it vanishes at the end of the day. All right, I've been excited about this. Oh, am I wearing the sample? Well, I'm not taking it off. Okay, so funny story about this Lurex vest. I first